Ashina is on fire! Balrog is to the rescue! Superhero landing! Hello everyone and welcome! Today we are beating Sekiro the TRUE Shadow Die Twice experience. Now you might ask, Balrog, there are already plenty of Sekiro based vitality challenge runs out there, so what makes this unique? And yes, basic vitality challenge with no charm and demon bell is not particularly difficult, nor does it uncommon. I, however, will take it to the next level. The TRUE Shadow Die only twice. We will get to what that means in a minute, right after I give Kuro back his charm and high-five my best friend, Genichiro, after a long time. Okay, that was not how I imagined our high-five was gonna go. I was actually doing quite well. Parrying left, right, and getting clapped in center. That is, until I remember I don't have Mikiri counter, so he just rammed his sword down my throat. I think I need a helping hand. I think I need 2 helping hands. After waking up from that beat up, time to explain what is the TRUE Shadow Die Twice experience. Aside from the standard rules, base vitality, Charmless, demon bell, I also am not allowed to use any shinobi tool, no item at all except divine confetti, and I can only use it on apparition enemy. Only 3 healing gods allowed, and most important of all, I only have 2 reviving notes, as well as only 2 true deaths per major boss. What that means is I will have to reset the game entirely if I die more than 2 times to any major boss at all. Now, you could categorize major bosses as bosses that must be beaten to progress the story. Chain Ogre. I feel like this is still a tutorial boss. The reason I said that is aside from the fact that, yeah, he beats you to an inch of your life, this boss also teaches you the difference between humanoid enemy and beast enemy. I will explain the differences later. Next up, the first true boss. What is his name again? Yes, that. Whoa, I forgot how loud he is. The first time I fought Gilbu, he charged at me like this is the last ride of the Rohirrim. But now I know his every move. Yeah, he won't be able to swing at me. Well, spoke too soon, guys, spoke too soon. I still don't understand why they don't make an armor out of whatever material Kusabimaru is made out of, because during this fight, the camera dealt more damage to me than that ridiculously large spear. But that is the theme of every FromSoft game, so ignoring that, you can just bait him into the horse drifting move and then grapple onto him to get some free hits, rinse and repeat, and you have killed Ashina first life defense. Yay to protecting Ashina! I believe Ashina has 99 problems and we are 98 of them. We took down every major defense that she has, including the next boss, the first true obstacle of this challenge, the Blazing Black Bull. Honestly, I enjoy fighting this guy as much as I enjoy being kicked in the nut with the steel-toed boots. This fight takes so long. And the important thing is that we need to be patient. But I haven't fought this piece of juicy steak for a few months, so I completely forgot about it. I just ran in there thinking this would be a piece of steak. And I got bulldozed. Get it? Because it is a bull. Come on! That was a good one! Anywho, even if we perfect parry, we still take cheap damage from the fire horn, so needless to say, parry is not really an option. Even more annoying is the fact that the 2 soldiers now do not die in one hit because of the increased health from the charm and demon bell, so I have to avoid being stabbed, slashed and trampled to death all at the same time. The result, our first reset of the game. So, this is how it's like to be Subaru from the anime ReZero. Except the fact that I don't have RAM here to heal my physical, emotional and spiritual damage. As per the rules, I restart everything from the beginning. I face Genichiro Ashina. I fail Genichiro Ashina. Aside from losing my arm, again, the run back wasn't too bad since it is still early in the game. But now, back at the bull again. This time, I finally learned my lesson. Stick to his ass. I want to thrust my sword into his. He wants to plunge his horn into mine. So don't you ever leave the comfort of his butt cheek. I will not show the whole fight since this cat and mouse lasted for over 20 minutes. But in the end, I cut him up and enjoy my medium rare A5 Wagyu steak. So, 3 deaths and 1 reset. Am I regretting this challenge? No. Am I scared? Yes. Next up is my favorite time. Time to revenge for my left arm. Genichiro is my third favorite boss in Sekiro. Every FromSoft game has that one filter boss that let you know exactly if you belong to the pantheon of Gigachat Godfrey or be patches. More often than not, I am the latter. To me, Genichiro is that boss in Sekiro. He is so much fun to fight. Interactive, makes you have to truly learn the core mechanics of the game. Parry, Mikiri counter, and lightning reversal. Watch this. Easy! Is that an arrow in the back of my neck? Oh no! Wait! Genichiro, please! That was brutal, but that combo was awesome. The second time, my muscle memory comes back, and I have all 3 of my healing cords with me. So it was an easy first phase. Second phase starts. He basically gave me a free opening every time with Mikiri counter. After that, you can cheese him by waiting for the lightning reversal for free damage. Just hit him 1 or twice, then lightning reversal. He has a new combo that you need to be careful of. This combo right here, normal people might be fool and jump, but I am an idiot. But that's okay, I still have my resurrection. And with the last cowabunga it is! Genichiro finally goes down. That straw hat monk is terrifying. But now I have a demon haunting me. It's time to push a widower down to meet his son. Fun fact! Katana in real life could not cut through well-made chainmail, let alone plate armor. So this fight is law accurate. Anyway, say hi to Robert for me. Death from above. Next is the ghost monk. Before fighting her, I psyched myself up by telling myself I had slain gods and dragons before. Some incorporeal bug-eating Karen won't be able to do anything to me. I'm the fool. Turns out she can do a lot of things to me. I was trying to fight her without the divine confetti at first, and as you can see, that is perhaps the boss with the highest rate of posture recovery in the game, so I guess you have to focus on bringing down her HP. Did you guys see that dodge? I guess being 3 feet shorter than every single important person in this game, that's its own perk. But no amount of perks can save me from the beating I'm about to receive because I dare to dispute a woman. A Karen at that. Yet, a true man jumped into danger without a moment hesitation. And triumphant. I saw her spinning, I start running. But my old enemy, dreaded, run from it. Awkward camera angle arise in FromSoft game all the same. Second reset of the game. On my way back, the bull decided to trample me 3 more times just for the law. You know what, bull? Sashimi is much better than steak anyway. Easier to make, just as good, and much more healthy. Definitely not losing my mind here. But look at the bright side. I beat Genichiro this time. Surely, I can get to keep my left arm this time, right? Oh, come on! Not this time, Bo. Not this time. I figured it out. Like my childhood hero once said, the trick is, we just need to hit him really, really hard. I will kill you as many times as you chop off my arm, Genichiro. Here we are again. No damage. I must have cut her nipple or something. I personally would be crying and rolling on the ground if my nipple got cut. But you do you. I died to her 2 more times in the span of 5 minutes. Finally, I decided to use my secret weapon, the Divine Confetti. Apparently, the buff was so strong my PC cannot handle it, and the frame dropped by 15 frames. Even my PC wants me to die. Though I have to say, she has a really fun parry moveset. If someone managed to parry them. Apparently not me. So I'm just going to run away. Oh god, no! Please don't! I have never been this stressed since I look at the price of therapy after completing this boss. But in the end, we managed to erase a Karen from the world. A monumental achievement. Here comes Kong's distant cousin. This boss is literally just me running around and hit him whenever he was vulnerable from his attack animations. That is a beast type enemy, so you must focus on bringing down its HP. There's no point in trying to deal posture damage. There are several movesets that you can exploit. The Baby Tantrum, the F Smash. That is an opportunity to deal huge damage with the Mortal Blade. The distant relative awkward hug. That is all you need to do in phase 1. Just running and hit him whenever you have the chance. As soon as I see him push his shit out, I know it's time to put mine in. That's how wrong. I meant my sword! Come on, use reanimation jutsu. I still remember the first time it gets back up. Literally horror beyond 100 indie jump scare combined. In phase 2, you can also find several openings. However, they are much more narrow this time. Right after the scream, you can get 3 hits in, 4 if you are feeling spicy. Apparently, the name Guardian Ape is just for show. He just casually chopping down tree, like me chopping down a 9 years old. He screams all the time, and 80% of the time, he will follow up with a slash combo. The ape's second phase is like a mix of beast and humanoid. Both the posture and HP bar are kind of depleted at the same rate. You could get him in a loop with the scream then slash combo. It will take a bit of time, but you will surely get the job done. No matter how many times I do it, pulling the centipede out of his neck is still horrifying on so many levels. The Old Man. Now, O is a tricky boss with lots of tricky tricks, so you need to counter his trickiness with your own tricks. Fun fact, I managed to say that while only bite my tongue 5 times. Ao is my second favorite boss. It's like fighting our doppelganger, but that doppelganger is taller, cooler, and better in every way imaginable. He has better shinobi tools, his sword is longer, he's taller. I am starting to feel like Sekiro has short-man syndrome. Anywho, any boss that fight me mano to mano is a chat in my book. Every boss in Sekiro has weakness that you can exploit if you die to them enough time. For Ao, it is the moment he used his shinobi tools. You can see for the firecracker, I take a step back to avoid the explosion and immediately do a thrust. He won't be able to Mikiri us during this animation, and you take a huge chunk of HP out of him. The overhead slash is also a huge opportunity to deal damage to him. Do not parry it, but rather sidestep and thrust your hard thing in. I am such a child. There is also the albinoric bomb that prevents you from healing. Hit him as soon as he throws it, and then elegantly sidestep the bomb. Never mind. Healing is for the weak anyway. I die like man. 1 HP bar down. Do not let him beg for mercy because A. Mercy to the enemy is cruelty to ourselves. And B. He doesn't mean it anyway. He poisoned me to death. My second attempt ends swiftly. His sword is like triple the length of mine, just like his height. But what I have is 2 lives. Could at least let me finish. Third attempt. No more death allows. My heart was pounding like how Slanet pounds on the Elder Souls. That was a very risky thrust. He could have Mikiri me right there. Alas, he did not, and he paid the price. I was 1 light shoulder tap away from my 4th reset. But Rani be praised, he finally goes down. Here comes the Karen true form. Get a good opening. We run toward her and turn back immediately to avoid the wind. You would get about 3 hits in for free. Here's the secret. Her first and second phase, she fights like a humanoid boss. You focus more on parry because she will block most of your attacks. Oh god! 1 HP! I almost died right away. But anyway, her posture bar is huge, but it doesn't regen nearly as fast as her ghost counterpart. Probably because she has 3 health bars. Try to sneak in any direct hits that you can, but focus solely on parry her in the first and second phase. Once phase 2 starts, immediately rush toward her to get 2 hits in before she uses Shadow Clone Jutsu. Here is a neat trick to perfectly counter her Shadow Clone Jutsu. Wait 3 seconds for the first clone, parry it, but don't try to parry the second one because that one is faster, so it messes up your tempo. Just run back and ready to parry the third one. The third one will always hit you. You could try to be Tarzan and swing the trees, but sometimes her third clone can hit you mid-air. Run to the middle of the bridge to get 3 jutsu hits in, 4 if you feel like being an idiot like me. But I am an idiot with resurrection power. Idiots never die no matter how hard you try to cancel them. All in all, phase 2 similar to phase 1 plus the Shadow Clone Jutsu. The real difference, however, comes in the final phase. So for the final phase, you're no longer dealing with a humanoid boss anymore. She behaves more akin to beast type. She rarely parry if ever, so you just focus much more on depleting her HP bar. She gained some new moves and replaced the thrust with her worm vomit. Talks about bad eating habit, eh? The last fight is just about parrying her slam or slash, then return hit, dodge her vomit, thrust her, and then repeat. Many people actually hate the true monk because she is too tanky, and I agree that she has a lot of health. But to make up for that and make the fight not boring, her movesets are actually fun to fight. And that is very important. Imagine her versus the Black Bull. We actually constantly switch between offensive and defensives, not just running around or swinging trees. I mean, the longer the fight, the more mistakes you are likely to make, but that just means you have to focus on your brain cells in a fight to the death. The switch between the first 2 phases and the last is an interesting shakeup. It took some time, but we finally beat a Karen to the death, and we did not die once. God, I wish I could do that in real life. I am doing great so far with only 3 resets, but what I fear the most is about to come true. The 2 final bosses. One is a literal demon. The other actually killed a demon, so you can guess what they did to a crippled middle-aged man. I spent 15 minutes running around to get a few of fire demon attacks, another 20 to learn the pattern. Then I died 3 times in a span of 5 minutes, so great start! We are back again for the 35 times. Yes, for anyone wondering, I died to him 34 times before this, and the current total resets are at 17 now. I could show every attempt, but this video would last for a whole day if I do that. I also could do the cheese and bait him to fall off the map. And believe me, the whisper of the dark gods waken me every second of every minute throughout eternity. But I want to beat him the proper way, so by the Emperor's name, I employ the most effective strategy: running around counterclockwise and ass hugging. Normally, using that strategy coupled with shinobi tools are more than enough to survive his attacks and beat him. But I only have my trusty sword with me and nothing else, so every attack must be dodged with absolute precision. Okay, only one phase done and I'm already so exhausted. You know, if I may, ranking this boss pain indicator from the scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being getting my peanuts chopped off, and 10 is seeing someone puts milk first before cereal, it is definitely somewhere around seeing Frieza naked in the shower. Phase 3. Do not approach you. I think I shit my pants. After a lot more resets and 2 hours of doing cardio, I finally beat him. The number of resets increased by a dozen compared to all previous boss combined. Oh my god, I feel so happy. That, however, soon turns into dread once I realize what or who is waiting for me. Ashina is on fire! Valdo to the rescue! Oops! Guess I'm burning down Ashina too then. By now, beating Genichiro should be easy like cutting down a 9 years old with a chain sword. He's barely an obstacle, but rather just an annoyance. What comes after that? Hand downs is the best fight in the entire game. And dare I say, owner from Soft Games. The Demon Slayer, the Master of Ashina, the Sword Saint. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a thunderous applause for Ishin Ashina! Everyone loves Ishin because he shoots straight for your heart. Literally. If you want to see a disabled guy getting sodomized, then don't you worry. Don't you worry. You come to the right place. He sent me backpacking to Ashina, and I can't even get him to the 3rd phase. But after a few dozen more deaths and an unhealthy amount of resets, phase 1 starting to become a breeze. I can bait out his quick slash by going straight for him and jump on his head. Then he usually will do the thrust, so we get an easy Mikiri. Just get him into that loop and you will reach phase 2 in no time. In phase 2, he just casually whip out his spear and gain super armor because apparently just a piece of cloth on that ribcage is more durable than any material known to mankind. Though after a while, the frustration, complaints about super armor or how Ishin can wield both a sword and a spear while somehow also able to materialize a semi-automatic that is not supposed to be invented for another 300 years, just fade away. Completely, absolutely and definitely. All that is left is the sound of clanking swords. He will immediately go for a zippy zap at the start of phase 3 to give us some free damage, We can relax by 0.01% compared to phase 2, since the heaven is on our side this time to carry us to the finish line. Although you should probably keep your distance to avoid getting cut into sashimi. Prime example of why. Ishin's fight is the manifestation of everything the player accumulates throughout the entire game, an insurmountable wall that made to be broken down bit by bit, and when you do it, it is the best feeling in the world, and I can't get enough. Oh hey, Kuro-sama! I killed your grandpa! The Ashina bloodline ends today. That's what you wanted, right? Right? Wait, it's not? If you have not played Sekiro, I truly do recommend it from the depth of my soul. It is my favorite Soulsborne game, right up there with Elden Ring. And hey, while Miyazaki is cooking Elden Ring DLC, you could quench the thirst by becoming a master shinobi. Thank you everyone for watching. If you made it this far, please consider give a like and subscribe. It truly helps the channel way more than you know. Until next time my friends, Valor over and out.